Usually, we see these moments of respect and love for the former clubs that players have played for. Players don't celebrate the goals against former teams and even feel guilty at times. But there are those times where the clubs and the players part ways on bad terms, leading to an urge of revenge and animosity against each other. Today, we have gathered the stories of the top 5 players who exacted revenge on their former clubs. At number 1, Emmanuel Adebayor against Arsenal. Emmanuel Adebayor's infamous goal celebration against Arsenal, where he ran the length of the pitch to taunt the away fans, is one of the most memorable moments in football. But how did things escalate to that point? Adebayor had initially been on track to become an Arsenal legend, having scored 62 goals in just 2 seasons with the club. His start at Arsenal was promising. In his debut match, he netted a goal within 21 minutes and quickly became a fan favorite. However, his relationship with the club soured in his 3rd season. Rumors linking him to clubs like Porto and Milan began circulating, and soon enough, Adebayor became one of the most despised players on the pitch, with his relationship with the fans and club turning bitter. Arsenal fans began booing Emmanuel Adebayor, which clearly affected his performance and, in turn, the club's results. Eventually, he was sold to Manchester City. On September 12, 2009, Arsenal faced Manchester City, and the hostility from the Arsenal fans towards Adebayor was still evident. They continued to boo him and even sang mocking songs about his family. The match was tied at 2-2, but in the 80th minute, Adebayor made a dramatic header to give Manchester City a 3-2 lead. After scoring, he sprinted the full length of the pitch, racing towards the Arsenal supporters' end before performing his now iconic knee slide celebration. It must have been an incredible moment for him, given the circumstances. At number 2, Robin van Persie against Arsenal. Robin van Persie faced heavy criticism for leaving Arsenal and joining their rivals, Manchester United. However, many people don't understand the true reason behind his departure. While some Arsenal fans believed he left for financial gain, that wasn't the case. Recently, Van Persie revealed that Arsenal never even offered him a new contract. Despite his attempts to reach out to various figures at the club, including manager Arsène Wenger, he was met with delays and lack of action. Ultimately, Van Persie felt he had no choice but to leave, even though he loved the club and wanted to stay, but wasn't given that option. The fans were never aware of the full story, and as a result, Van Persie became the target of heavy criticism. Arsenal supporters branded him a traitor, and he endured the backlash in silence, biding his time for the right moment to get back at them. When the day came, the Dutch striker made his point by scoring a brilliant goal just 3 minutes into the match against his former club. Manchester United won the game 2-1, a key victory in their journey to securing the Premier League title, with Van Persie playing a pivotal role in their success. It must have been incredibly satisfying for him. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, why not show some love by liking and subscribing? At number 3, Zlatan Ibrahimovic against Inter Milan. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was once a beloved figure at Inter Milan. After joining the club in 2006, he played a key role in securing their first Scudetto in 17 years. Zlatan spent 3 years at Inter, enjoying his time in Italy. However, driven by a desire to win more prestigious titles like the Champions League, he expressed interest in moving to Spanish clubs. This didn't sit well with Inter's supporters, who turned against him. Feeling unappreciated despite his contributions, Zlatan decided to leave for Barcelona in 2009. Not long after, the Swedish striker made his return to Serie A, joining Inter's bitter rivals, AC Milan. In his first match against Inter Milan, Zlatan wasted no time making an impact. He calmly converted a penalty within the first 5 minutes and then, with confidence, celebrated with flair in front of his former teammates. 2 years later, he got his revenge again, this time against Inter's goalkeeper Julio Cesar, who had taunted him. Zlatan proved the old saying right, don't mess with the lion. At number 4, Luis Figo against Barcelona. Luis Figo's story is one of the most unique in football history. He was a star at Barcelona, known for his technical brilliance and as one of the best players in the world in 2000. Figo helped Barcelona win La Liga 2 years in a row and even dyed his hair red and blue to mock Real Madrid during the celebrations. He was adored by the fans, and his support for Catalonia's independence made him even more beloved. However, one event changed everything. Florentino Perez, who was running for president of Real Madrid, reached out to Figo with an offer. Figo, initially unwilling to join Madrid, signed a pre-contract with the club purely to leverage a better salary from Barcelona. Unfortunately for him, his plan backfired. The pre-contract included a clause that forced him to join Real Madrid if Perez became president, which he eventually did. To everyone's shock, Figo followed through with the move. Realizing he couldn't back out, he signed with Real Madrid in 2000, despite his desire to stay at Barcelona. His departure devastated Barcelona fans, who felt deeply betrayed. In 2002, when Real Madrid visited Camp Nou, 2 years after Figo's switch, the hostility was intense. Barcelona supporters hadn't forgiven him, and they made their feelings clear. Figo was subjected to violent attacks, with hateful and insulting messages displayed throughout the stadium. The situation became so extreme that he refused to take corner kicks out of fear for his safety. The infamous moment came when a pig's head was thrown at him. Despite the abuse, the 27-year-old Figo had the last laugh, lifting the La Liga title with Real Madrid. At number 5, Luis Suarez against Barcelona. The most recent act of revenge on this list took place in 2020. Barcelona suffered their heaviest defeat in Champions League history, losing 8-2, which led to the sacking of their manager, Quique Setién. Ronald Koeman was brought in as the new head coach. Upon his arrival, Koeman immediately decided to cut Luis Suarez from the team, and the striker wasn't even given a proper farewell. To make matters worse, Suarez was transferred to rival Atletico Madrid on a free transfer. Suarez left the club in tears, feeling deeply hurt by how he was treated. Suarez moved to Atletico and proved his worth, helping the team win La Liga after a 7-year drought. He later spoke about his experience, expressing how happy he was with Atletico's support. What a satisfying moment of revenge. Football is full of drama and controversy, which is why it remains the most watched sport in the world. Anyways, if you did like this content and would like a part 2 on it, then do mention it in the comments section below. And, of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to follow up on our videos. We hope to see you in our next video. Until then, goodbye and take care.